Hi guys, my name is Stuart O'Neill. I am a decorator and at the moment I'm doing a hand painted kitchen. At the moment it's all ready for putting 3 finish coats on. I'm using Colour Trend, which is a top brand paint. They are based in Ireland. The primer is called Prime 2. They have Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3 and Prime 4. Prime 2 basically is, it has epoxy in it, so it sticks to shiny surfaces. And so basically what I've done is I've degreased the whole kitchen. I use a stuff called SEP. It's a degreaser, wiped it all down, cleaned it. All the handles are off. And this is 2 coats of primer. And so basically what I'm ready for is the finish coats, which again, it's a Colour Trend colour. It's their satin, Colour Trend satin finish. It is expensive, but very good, very hard wearing. It's water based, very tough finish. The important thing is, as I say, is being able to use a brush, good quality brush. You don't want to see the brush marks. Now I have the cupboard doors on at the minute, so what I am going to do is, the customer didn't want me to take them all off just yet because of the furniture everywhere. So I'm doing all the fronts. I'm going to take the cupboard doors off when I get the first coat of, the first finish coat on. Then I'm going to concentrate on the backs, which you can see here now. You know, I'm going to take all the backs off, again clean them down and do the backs. So it's basically 4 coats, degreasing, 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of finish. So I'll just do a wee sample here, and if you have a wee look, I have 2 brushes, and I have a clean roller tray here, clean roller. I'm going to do the small door here. So basically, here we go. Just get the edges done first, as you can see. And again, make sure you get a nice smooth finish. Don't slap it on, you know, and make sure you lay it off. The whole idea is getting a nice smooth finish. I'll just show you here now. So get the edges done first. There we go. This is a real nice colour, I have to say. It's a very light shade of grey. It's a Colour Trend colour. And I have to say, you know, oil-based paints, you know, I think I'll get to the point where you won't be able to use oil-based paints. You know, not only the fumes are very strong, and even at the drying time, you know, if I use oil-based in this, which I've done, hand painted kitchens in oil-based. So if you do an oil-based kitchen and you put the first coat on, you know, takes a few hours to dry. There is air in the air, there's dust in the air, it starts sticking until the surface and you don't get that nice smooth finish. With this stuff here, it's touch dry within 10 minutes, and as you can see, it goes on really smooth. And there we go there. Just get that edge done there. Okay. You know, and if you're planning to doing a kitchen yourself, you know, obviously I'm doing this a long time, and it's second nature to me. I make a job look easy, and you know, for yourself, I'm trying to make things as simple as possible. So just take your time, you know, make sure you just lay the paint off very lightly, trying to avoid those brush marks, just very light like that there. You know, this is a wee size tool I'm using for the edges. Okay. And then just wee quick dip of the roller. Here we go. Nice and even coat, just like so. There we go. And just take it off there. As you can see, just make sure it's a nice even finish on the panel there. And then get your either 1.5 inch or 2 inch brush. I prefer 1.5 inch, and you know, just lay it off very, very lightly, like so, as you can see, so to get a smooth finish. Now, you know, I'll be putting 3 coats of this over the 2 primer, you know. Some decorators will probably give it 2, but I put the 3 coats on for a tough finish. I will show you something here. This is what I use. It's called Otrol, and it's a paint conditioner. I 10% of that under what I'm using, and it gives you more working time with the paint, gives it a far smoother finish. Real well worth investing this stuff here to mix with your paint. Okay, now the last job to do is around the edges. So you can still see the edge of the paint still a bit wet here. So again, just go around here, as you can see. And for me again, the secret is take your time. There's no rush. These painters are going to jobs and they're firing the paint on, speed, speed, speed. You know, the reason why I'm always busy is because I do a good job. I'm neat and tidy, keep everything covered up. You know, before I painted this, you know, this is all had a light. Here I'll show you here. It's all had a light, you know, a real fine sand. There's a wee sand pad, 380 grade, a wee light sand, which I've already done. Wee tack cloth, take all the fine dust off it, make sure the surface is spotless, and you know, there we go. Now, just gonna put that wee edge over here like so, and as you can see, it's already starting to look a nice bit of colour going over the primer. And by the way, this is the first video I've done on hand painted kitchens. You know, I do everything, but I do paper hanging, hand painted kitchens, furniture, anything to do with decorating. But I do a lot of hand painted kitchens and furniture. You know, and if I can help you out in any shape or form, I will. You know, and as I say, the doors will be coming off. I'll not put the finish coat on until I get the backs done, so I'll be able to set that down. What I basically do, you can get a rack, and you can put your doors, hang your doors on to a rack, and let it dry. What I do is, if I've got the space, I put linen paper on the ground, make sure it's clean, and I mark each cupboard door, so I know which door's going where, you know. And even the handles, I'll just open up. Every handle I keep here, you know, so the exact same handle's going on to the same door. As you can see, if you open this one up, there's a handle for that one, you know. So we'll be keeping it simple and make sure you do a good job. Keep yourself right. There we go. And there's that one there. So. And again, always follow the grain in the wood. So as you can see there, I bring that across there, like so. Bring your bottom one across, and then just lay that off very, very light down there, and light down there. There you go. So that's 2 doors done there. And as I said, it's all very, very straightforward, you know, when you know what you're doing. And basically, I should have done it from the start, but I thought, right, I'll try a wee video of everything primed and ready to go. I'll do this door here for you again. So, again, for me, use 2 brushes, your wee size tool for the edges. Do your edges first. Get your small put roller, make sure it's very clean. Roll the panel, lay it off, and then do the outer edges. As I say, make sure you lay it off very, very light. Again, remember to use a real good quality paint. It's like, I use Colour Trend. Colour Trend, if you Google Colour Trend, it is a fantastic paint. They really have put a lot of time and effort into their product. I don't work for Colour Trend, I just use their paint because I think it's fantastic stuff. Here we go. So I'll just do this last wee door here for you. So again, just do your wee edges, as you can see. You know, that wee sized brush there, just goes in nice and light. Lay it off, don't slap it on, just make sure thing. And after you do it, just lay it off very, very light. Make sure there's no runners or anything, you know. There we go. Just down that wee section there. And you know, hand painted kitchen, see when it's done properly, it really is. If you have a good kitchen and they're in good order, you know, you can choose any colour. It is a lovely job, it really is. When it's done properly, honestly, it's a beautiful job. And every 5 years, if you choose, you can change the colour. You know, all the preparation's done now. So in 5 years' time, if this customer wants to change the colour, all I'll do is come in, give it a wee clean down with a wee degreaser. Because all the priming's done, choose another colour, put 2 coats of whatever, you know, if they want to change the colour. Again, I'll use Colour Trend. Colour Trend over Colour Trend. You're better sticking to the same product for me anyway, and put 2 coats over it again, you know. So most of the work is what I'm doing now. So there we go. Let's give that a wee touch there, as you can see. So I'll just a wee reminder again. So all the cupboard doors, everything, I will be taking those off. Get a good degreaser, spray it all, clean it down, make sure the surface is spotless. Give it all a wee light sand with a very fine sandpaper, the whole area. Clean it down, give it a wee dust, and use a wee tack cloth there. As you can see, take all the fine dust off. And 2 coats of primer, not one, give it 2 coats of primer and a wee light sand in between coats. Then it's ready for your finished coat. Again, 2 to 3 coats of your finished paint. And if you do that, you will have a perfect finish. So there we go. And as I say, that Floetrol paint conditioner that I'm using here, when you add, so whatever I have there, put 10% of that into this, give it a good mix. It does give it a real smooth finish, and it gives you plenty of working time with the paint. So get the wee roller again. Again, I'm using a big tray. I normally use a small tray, but this tray is really clean. The paint is spotless. Just give that a wee nudge like so. There we go. And so after you roll that there, make sure you take those roller marks out of it. A real good brush, and just lay it off very, very light, as you can see. There we go. Okay, so we've got the middle panel done, and the next section is the wee top panel. And so what I do is, as you see if I open this door here, I'm basically taking it to here. This edge here, the top edge, and the underneath edge. When I take the door off, I will do those edges in, because it'll be a lot easier and a tidier job. Okay, so we'll just give that a wee. So just remember, this is the last section that you do here, those edges. And you can see how smooth that paint's gone on. It's gone on really smooth. Nice and easy. No panic, no rushing, no, just take your time. You know, I always say, quality before quantity. You know, these painters is all speed, speed, speed. You know, they don't get anywhere. All they get's, you know, you get worked up, they get anxious. Stay relaxed, do a good job. You know, take your time and enjoy doing what you're doing. There we go. Now, and let's just say now again, so you have to follow the grain just slightly across the top, slightly across the bottom, and then just a straight edge down there, very, very light. There you have it. There's 3 doors done, and I hope you've learned a small bit of what I've shown you today. As I say, it's my first video. I will continue to do more videos. When I have this kitchen finished, I'll do a few more and let you see it finished. I'll take the doors off and maybe show you a video when I've got the doors off and show you about how to do the backs and whenever it's completely finished. Okay, thank you very much for watching.